Welcome back to Election Night in America, everyone. This is my 100 subscriber special. I do have a quick announcement to make, however. Unfortunately, there will not be CNN theme because they all voted in the theme you wanted, and you guys chose CNN overwhelmingly. However, I accidentally deleted my template for CNN. I was too lazy to get it back, so I created a new theme. This will be the theme I use in all my future Election Night videos. Please don't turn this off just because it's not CNN. I worked really hard on this, and I want to show you what I've done. Let's get started. Unbiased News Network proudly presents Election Night in America 2020. Gavin Newsom and Pete Buttigieg lead the Democratic ticket, whereas Mitt Romney and Mike Pence lead the Republican ticket. In the swing states, in Arizona, Florida, Georgia, Iowa, New Hampshire, and North Carolina, Mitt Romney maintains leads. Whereas in Michigan, Minnesota, Nevada, Ohio, Pennsylvania, and Wisconsin, Newsom holds the lead in terms of polling. Let's get started. It is 7 p.m. and the polls have closed in Vermont, Virginia, Indiana, Kentucky, Georgia, and South Carolina. Out of the great state of Vermont, Gavin Newsom is the projected winner. He's winning all but two counties, Romney getting 37.5% of the vote. However, out of the state of Kentucky, Mitt Romney is the projected winner there. Only a handful of counties going for Newsom, whereas Romney getting the rest of the share. Out of the home of both candidates' running mates, it's an early win for Mitt Romney. He is currently leading by 10 points, and he is expected to maintain that lead. It is currently too close to call in Virginia, where Mitt Romney maintains a narrow lead. 3% of precincts are reporting. In South Carolina, Gavin Newsom has an early lead, which could be a key bellwether for the South. States like North Carolina, Florida, and Georgia are in play for the Democrats for the first time. In Georgia, it is currently too early to call. 4% of precincts are reporting, and Gavin Newsom is currently trailing early on. However, none of the urban areas have been counted yet, and it's definitely going to narrow. This is our current electoral map. Mitt Romney has the lead early on. 3 states polls close at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 4:30 Pacific. In 2 battleground states, Ohio and North Carolina. However, we do have a call. It was too early to call earlier, but now good news for the Republicans. They have won in South Carolina with 55% of the vote. Out of the state of West Virginia, Mitt Romney is the projected winner. He's going to carry their 5 electoral votes overwhelmingly. Ohio's polls have closed, but it is currently too close to call. Newsom maintains an early lead. In North Carolina, the polls have also closed, too close to call. Mitt Romney has a 1.5-point lead. Mitt Romney has jumped out to an early 30 electoral vote lead over Gavin Newsom. It is now 8 p.m. and the polls have closed in a plethora of states, including the battleground states of Pennsylvania, Florida, New Hampshire, and Maine's 2nd Congressional District. Out of the state of Virginia, we have a key race projection. Gavin Newsom will carry the state's 13 electoral votes. He has won 52.3% of the vote there. Romney only getting 45% of the vote. Now, more projections. Gavin Newsom has won the state of Connecticut. He has also won out of the state of Delaware. He has won 2 of the 3 counties. Out of the state of Washington, D.C., Gavin Newsom is the projected winner there. He's going to win the at-large county with 92% of the vote. And in Illinois, Gavin Newsom is the projected winner. He is going to carry the state with a little more than 58% of the vote. Mitt Romney only crossed 40. For Maine's at-large vote and in the 1st Congressional District, Gavin Newsom is the projected winner there. The governor is going to carry 3 of their 4 electoral votes. In Maryland, Gavin Newsom is the projected winner, winning all 10 of their electoral votes with nearly 60% of the vote. In Massachusetts, Gavin Newsom is going to narrowly win that state. Out of New Jersey, the polls have closed there, and Gavin Newsom is the projected winner. A lot of these New England states going solidly for the Democrats, even though Romney was a former governor of Massachusetts. Out of the state of Rhode Island, Gavin Newsom is the winner there. Now moving on to the Republican polls. Mitt Romney has won the state of Alabama with a resounding 17.5-point margin of victory. Mississippi, 6 electoral votes are going to go to Romney. Newsom made it slightly contested, but still a Romney state at the end of the night. In Missouri, some thought that this would be too close to call originally. Nope. Gavin Newsom is currently trailing Romney by nearly 10 points, and Romney is only going to expand his lead. In the state of Oklahoma, Mitt Romney is the projected winner there, with taking all 7 of their electoral votes. Only 2 counties were contested tonight, and both of them are going to go to Romney. In Tennessee, Mitt Romney is the projected winner there. And now moving on to our 2 early to call or too close to call states. Florida, Romney has opened up with an early 2-point lead. In Maine's 2nd congressional district, 13% of precincts are reporting Mitt Romney has an early 4-point lead. Almost. 5-point lead, sorry. In New Hampshire, Gavin Newsom is trailing Romney. 8% of precincts are reporting by only a couple hundred votes. Now, not all the precincts are reporting in New Hampshire, already being a pretty small state, plus that tiny margin, only a couple hundred votes. In Pennsylvania, 3% or 3.5% is separating Gavin Newsom and Mitt Romney, and this is our current electoral map. Romney is trailing Newsom by 15 electoral votes, but he has already won in some states that we did not expect to call for him this early. The lone poll closing is at 8:30 p.m. is Arkansas, but we do have a projection from the state of Georgia. Mitt Romney is going to carry that state 16 electoral votes. He's going to win that state over Gavin Newsom by 5.75% or something like that. Arkansas, Mitt Romney is going to easily win that state. Only a few blue counties that are in the east of the state are going to go for Gavin Newsom. It is now 9 p.m. and the polls have closed in more states. This is the second largest electoral batch of the night, but it is rich in battleground states. We have Arizona, Colorado, if you got New Mexico to be a battleground state, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Texas, if you count that. Out of the state of New York, Gavin Newsom is the winner there. He will also carry the state of New Mexico, 5 electoral votes there. As you can see, it is an easy win for him. And in Minnesota, 10 electoral votes. Gavin Newsom is going to carry the state early on. Very good news for the Democrats there. Now, for the Republicans, we have some more calls for them. In Kansas, 6 electoral votes going to go for Romney. In Louisiana, 8 electoral votes there. He is going to win that state. Out of the state of Nebraska, all 5 of their electoral votes. Very disappointing news for the Democrats. They were hoping to contest, at least not have this race be called until later in the night. Their 2nd district, going to go for Romney solidly. He has accumulated like 55% of the vote, and it looks like his lead is only going to grow. A very telling sign for them in there, and very disappointing for the Newsom campaign. There goes North Dakota for Romney, and there goes South Dakota. He has started the construction of his red wall in Wyoming. Mitt Romney is the projected winner there. Gavin Newsom only receiving around a third of the vote. In Arizona, Mitt Romney is trailing there. The exit polls would suggest that he would win, but actually, when you look at the other polls, they had him ahead here too. So far, they're wrong. In Colorado, Newsom has an early lead over Romney. And in Michigan, 3% of precincts are reporting Newsom is he is currently leading, but still too close to call. Out of the state of Texas, Mitt Romney is the early. He's currently leading, but that could change. In Wisconsin, 4% reporting, 10 electoral votes at stake. 47.84% for Newsom, 48.62% for Romney. He has the early lead there. This is our current electoral map. A lot of states too close to call. As you can see, Romney, so the construction of his red wall is starting to appear on your screen. Texas is the one that say he has to win to finish his red wall. four polls close here. But first, we have a key race projection from Colorado, where Gavin Newsom is the projected winner there. And in the state of Ohio, another big alert from the Midwest. A lot of working class voters there. They are going to cast their 18 electoral votes for Mitt Romney. As you can see here, he has the lead over Newsom, and with 96% of precincts reporting, we are going to call this state for Newsom again. For Romney again. Ohio is going to go for Mitt Romney by 2.1%. Now some other alerts from the state of Montana. Interesting gubernatorial and senatorial elections there, but not contested at all. Gavin Newsom not crossing 40% there. Bad news for the Democrats. And in Romney's home state of Utah, he is currently a senator from there. He is going to win there with 2/3 of the vote, nearly exactly 2/3 of the vote. Barack Obama, who ran a very strong 2012 campaign, he only got 25% of the vote here. Newsom did a little better, probably due to the growing population of Salt Lake City, but still a big win for Romney in his home state. Iowa, it is currently too close to call, but Romney has the lead. In Nevada, currently too close to call, Newsom has the lead. Our current electoral map, a lot of states still to be decided, and keep in mind there are 6 states that their polls have not yet closed. 5 states polls closed now. As the state of Idaho, Mitt Romney is the projected winner there. However, we do have some more interesting alerts for the Republicans. Mitt Romney, he has finished the construction of his red wall. I know I've made that analogy a lot, but that is a very interesting call. I mean, most forecasters had this going red, but Newsom kept it contested for a good amount of time. Romney is going to still win the state, however. Florida, 29 electoral votes. Mitt Romney, this is probably the first. The Newsom campaign had themselves winning Florida by 4. That is the first call of the night. That goes against their what they thought they were going to do, and they mentioned Florida, they cited it as a key factor towards them getting to 270. Now they do believe that they have other pathways, but the Florida scenario has been that path has been foreclosed. However, Michigan is going to go for Newsom, 16 electoral votes. As you can see here, he is going to win with 53% of the vote. He pulled ahead late, and we're now going to call it for him. Washington, Newsom is the winner out of that state, getting nearly 60% of the vote. Oregon was a little bit more contested, but still, Mitt Romney said he believed he can make this a single-digit loss for him. Nope, not looking like that so far. Out of Governor Newsom's home state of California, he is the governor of California. He's going to win a resounding victory there. And in the state of Hawaii, he is going to win all of their counties, as you can see. Solid blue state, going to stay blue. Now, all of the Democratic states that are safe blue have been called, so no more safe electoral votes for Newsom. I'm going to explain the electoral map here. His best path to victory is winning. First of all, he has to win Nevada. He has to keep that under the blue column, and he has to win he has to win Nevada and Pennsylvania, and either in Wisconsin, North Carolina, or Arizona. That is his best pathway to victory. The polls close in Alaska, but first we have a call from Iowa. Mitt Romney is the projected winner there. He is trying to stack up the wins. As of right now, the RCP betting odds have Romney at a 53% chance of winning the election. At the beginning of the night, it was only 41%. He's doing very well, and he's winning in all the states he needs to win in. Also, the Romney campaign manager just spoke at their campaign headquarters. They believe they're exactly where they need to be, and the scene is very happy there. A lot of talk, although some of it is nervous chatter, and they are very they're anticipating a victory, but it has not been called for them yet. At the Newsom campaign headquarters, their campaign manager has not yet spoken, or as of late in the past hour, he has not spoken. But it is certainly not a quiet scene. Even though they are trailing, they still believe they have many pathways to victory. Here is a big one for the Romney campaign, cheering over at their headquarters. North Carolina. Mitt Romney is the projected winner out of the state of North Carolina. He has won this state by only a little more than 1.5%. He's going to get a little over 49% of the vote there. And out of the Republican stronghold of Alaska, Romney is the winner there. We do have a key race alert from Nevada, however. 6 electoral votes going to Gavin Newsom, and here's another alert after this electoral map. As you can see, very narrow. Romney won in North Carolina and Iowa, so the North Carolina path to victory has been foreclosed. He needs to win in Pennsylvania, plus either Wisconsin or Arizona. As of right now, just an update on New Hampshire. Mitt Romney has the lead. He's currently leading in Wisconsin, Arizona, and New Hampshire. Newsom has a lead in Pennsylvania, but a lot could change. In Pennsylvania, we just announced that Newsom had a lead there. We are now going to call it. Our decision desk sent this in, and Gavin Newsom is going to carry that state. There are 20 electoral votes. It was very narrow, but this is a winner-take-all system, so it's going to go to Newsom. And a major projection out of the state of Wisconsin. Gavin Newsom is the projected winner there. And with this projection, we can project that Gavin Newsom has been elected the 46th President of the United States, defeating Mitt Romney. In Maine's 2nd Congressional District, only one lone electoral vote there for Mitt Romney. He is the winner. He is narrowly going to take this over Gavin Newsom. As you can see, Maine is purple because 3 of their electoral votes went for Gavin Newsom. The other 1 went to Romney. Newsom has surpassed the 270 mark he needs. He's at 274 electoral votes. Romney at 249. 15 electoral votes remain uncalled. And please stand by for 2 state calls. It is currently 1:53 a.m. Eastern Time. We have 2 states to call. In the state of Arizona, Gavin Newsom is going to win the state. Maricopa County, as you can see, this oddly shaped county was too close to call for a while. We couldn't see a clear winner. It's the swing county. It is pretty urban, but there are still a lot of conservative voters, and the median age there is in the 60s, which only helps the Republicans. But it is going to go for Newsom, and with it goes Arizona. We also have a major projection out of New Hampshire, very close. The poll is closed here, 5 hours ago, 5.5 hours ago. We are now going to call it. It is as close as it can get. As you can see, remember, Romney had a 0.16% lead. Newsom, he is currently leading by 0.15% with 100% of precincts reporting. No more votes to be counted here. We can call it for the Newsom campaign. This is our final electoral map. As you can see, Gavin Newsom is the winner. All the major networks have called it for him, and he has already given his victory speech. Mitt Romney has conceded this election is over. We have another 4 years until another election night. Well, in real life, not for my channel. There are going to be more, trust me. But yeah. Thank you so much for 100 subscribers, everyone. This is my 100 subscriber special. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for getting me to this point. I worked really hard on this, so if you could give it a like, that would be much appreciated. If you can't, that's fine as well. I guess you can give it a dislike if you don't like it, even though that's not as appreciated as a like. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, this is decided by my subscribers, not me. So personally, I think that, for example, Mitt Romney would probably win in the state of New Hampshire, being from the Northeast. But my subscribers spoke for themselves that they believed Newsom would win there, and this was their choice. And thanks for watching. I produced the election night. They chose the results. Thanks for watching. Goodbye. I'm out. Adios, everyone.